Hey guys, it's Gaz. Welcome to the Warframe video. So today we'll be talking about the Exergis, the newest shotgun added to the game. So the Exergis is a Master Rank 8 shotgun weapon that has very terrible crit stats, so you basically have to go down the route of making a status weapon. The good thing about, even though it has terrible crit stats, we have a really high amount of base damage here, which makes the crits, the lack of crit stats, even more hurtful. But yeah, we'll do what we can with this thing. It has 1 in the magazine, so every time you fire this gun, unless you've modded it so that you'll have 2 in the magazine, you're always going to be reloading this every shot. So it's at 1.6 second reload time, so we fire the shot and we reload immediately. So it's a little bit annoying to use in that sense, but the damage is definitely there. A couple other things about this, the projectiles have travel time, so as you can see, those purplish, pinkish smoke things on the ground, that's me getting the projectiles to hit. And yeah, so it's kind of a pain in the butt to use at longer ranges, but the good thing about this is it's a shotgun, so you'd normally use a shotgun at close range, right? Right, Tiger's Prime? Right? Yeah, so there's a couple downsides to this thing. It actually has such an annoying mechanic with the 1 magazine and the reload that I've actually put some reload mods on this to make it less of a pain in the butt. So since we have 36% status chance at base, we can actually get 100% status chance with 3 of the dual stat 60/60 mods. So I chose to use on this build corrosive and cold. You can also go down the viral electric route. There's a couple different combinations you can use on this thing. It's also got that innate radiation, so this was not modded for. This is just on the gun by default. So when you're getting these status procs, that radiation proc might eat up some of your slashes and your corrosive and all that stuff, or viral if you're going down that route. So the radiation's a little bit more annoying than not, but whatever. So the way that status chance works in this game is when you have a physical type like slash, you actually have to multiply this by 4 to see how likely you're going to be getting these compared to the other ones. So this slash is 4,000, we multiply that by 4, it's about 16,000, almost 17, and that means our corrosive is still going to be proccing more likely than the slash. So I guess that's nice. You could put a plus slash mod on here. I think it's called Sweeping Serration, but I would not recommend that. I don't really like doing that. You would probably just put it right here, then you could get your slash procs more likely than corrosive, but you also lose a ton. You lose 8,000 corrosive damage at that point. So is that really worth it? So you tell me. Yeah, this is what we're using for the no riven build. As you see right here, we have the reload speed mod. This gives you cold damage and reload speed. Alternatively, you could use Seeking Fury, which gives you a smaller amount of reload speed, but you get some extra punch through instead, because this thing has 0.5 punch through at base, so you add 1.2 with this mod. The reload's going to be 1.4 though, which I found to be really slow. Because the way this game is played, I don't know if you've played Warframe before, but it's like a horde game, where you're fighting usually 4 or 5 enemies at once at least, and you want to be, with a gun like this where it's going to be killing 1 guy per shot usually, unless you get them two of them stacked on top of each other, you're going to want to have the bullets up all the time, okay? So that's what I was going for when I made this build. You could jam even more reload speed on here if you wanted to with Seeking Fury, but it starts to get kind of diminishing. So see, the reload would go down to 1.1. So 15% reload speed is really not that much. You also wouldn't take this mod off because you want 100% status since this thing is not crit viable. Okay, I know I did say it's not crit viable, but I also made a Haro build for this because this gun is actually kind of fun with Haro, because he gives himself reload speed and crit chance, and when you're using this thing, instantly reloading the gun is really nice. So let's quickly show the no riven build on this level 160 gunner. So this is a corrosive build right now, so it will have a good modifier against her. Alright, 1 shot, 2. So you see, this is what I was kind of talking about, the fact that you have to reload after every shot makes it, when you need to fire 2 shots at an enemy, really a big pain in the butt. So if we were fighting this enemy at level 50 or whatever, they'd probably die in one hit, which is nice. But when you're fighting a high level enemy with that, with no corrosive projection, it's you just solo, I don't know if you would really go into that situation normally, but that's where the gun really struggles. Like when you have to start reloading it to kill one enemy, that's like you're in trouble town there. So the level 50 guy was no problem. Let's do level 100. I'm also going to show a Riven build and take it to a Kuva Flood after this, like we normally do in these videos. Level 100. I think I got mostly headshots there. So like, there's the slash procs, they're about 945. So it wasn't too terrible, to be honest. Another nice thing that I like about this as a Nova player is you can throw her orb and shoot it once with this gun and it immediately charges it. Okay, so let's quickly show the Riven build. So on the Riven build I actually switched, my Riven's not very good, I'll be rolling it some more today. It's reload speed and slash damage, so we get the reload speed down to 0.8 and then we get some more slash. So I'm not really happy with this Riven. The stats I'd like to go for are damage, multi-shot, maybe reload speed. You could alternatively get like some reload or some magazine size on a Riven mod if you had like some other good stats. If you get plus 50% magazine size, I believe it is, you get another shot in the magazine, which can be really nice with this thing. Okay, so like alternatively, you could use like a mod like ammo stock, so this will give you another shot in the magazine. But then again, you'll be sacrificing a lot of damage. But you could potentially put that here, since I have reload speed on my Riven. But I think you'll see that the fact that we're firing every second and like reloading instant, like this is the reload with the Riven. Max fire rate. This actually feels really cool, like in mission, to be firing this fast with this gun. Like I was using it in ESO last night, and I was having a good time. I would use like Nidus or Korra to grab all the enemies in one area, and then just like shoot them with the with this weapon, and it was pretty good. So we stacked up the slash procs. This thing's really highly slash weighted, and it was really nice there. Let's put her at level 160, and we can feel a lot worse about it because level 160 enemies have a lot more armor and health than a level 100 enemy. Okay. So yeah, guys, I'd say this thing is like honestly a little bit overrated. Maybe with like a godly Riven it could be more fun, but with a normal Riven, like kind of bad Riven like mine, it's really not. It's not shining. It is a good condition overload weapon. Like she's got some nice condition overload procs on her right now. But unless I was to get damage multi, like, and then like a negative and all that stuff, it's a little bit like it's just too clunky. Clunky is the word I want to use here. Yeah. You like fire it, you have to reload every shot. It's like, it doesn't have crit, so there's some enemies at higher levels it's going to have some trouble with. It has nice status, but the thing is, this thing only fires 3 pellets when you pull the trigger. So like with multi-shot, that's obviously going to be more. But yeah, it doesn't proc that many statuses per shot. The good thing about the Tigress Prime is it has like a ton of pellets when you fire it, so you're actually getting a lot more slash procs with that thing. Alright, let's quickly show it with Haro. So we're going to force critical chance, and we're also going to increase the reload speed and fire rate. This is not a super high strength Haro build, but here we go. See, like this is what I'm talking about right here. Don't you wish this was a crit weapon now? It was so cool. And we can just like constantly fire, like, man. It has like really bad crit damage too, like it's got like a 1.4 crit multiplier. But I mean, like, and I tried, like, I actually got a crit roll on my Riven before this, and the critical chance was going, like, because I put Blunderbuss and stuff on there too. With Blunderbuss it goes to like 15%. With my crit roll it was going to like, I think it was like around like 30-ish%. It was not worth it. Like, that's way too low for a crit build. Okay, so let's go into a Kuva Flood really quickly, and I'll show you how it works in mission. We're going to play Nova. I have no corrosive projection equipped right now, so keep that in mind. And we have, I think we have the Riven build on. Yep. Alright, let's give this a shot. Let's be like level 80 to 100 enemies. Also guys, thank you for all the support. Been getting lots of subs lately on YouTube. It's freaking awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate that. We do need to set up that giveaway that I was talking about a while ago. I think we should do a 1,000 plat giveaway. That sounds good to me. The only problem is I can only do giveaways on PC because I am not a Warframe partner or anything like that. So I also don't have a I don't have a whatever it's called account, a console account. So I can't really go down that route. Mobile defense, yuck. We'll try it anyway. This will probably take like 8 minutes, I'm gonna guess. If I can multitask, we can do it quicker, but that's the thing. I don't want the objective to die. Also, I'm using a 577 amp right now. So, yeah, 2 of the new amp parts from Fortuna. So here we go, this is the scaffold. It actually does really good damage in missions. I have some ideas on how it's going to work against the Eidolon.
Here is a terminal.
But it's going to have some weird mechanics involved with it if we actually end up using it. And so these are Corpus. They get completely dumpstered on by this weapon. They also have the double damage from Nova, so you gotta keep that in mind. And there's like this small amount of punch through. It has a 0.5 punch through, so usually only gonna hit 2 people, or 2 enemies at once, at most with this thing. So here's the really good Nova charging thing I was talking about. Very nice. Yeah, I really like this amp. I was using it in bounties on Fortuna yesterday, and basically you drop the explosive thing underneath the dropship, and like all the enemies just get dropped into your explosion and they just die. Because the enemies on Fortuna are like level 40, I want to say. So one shots are no problem. Okay, so yeah, having all the extra reload speed sure is nice here. We don't even have to be thinking. We basically have an infinite magazine with this much reload. That should take care of them. It did not take care of them.
We have got to find a terminal. Proceed and prepare.
Yeah, so the reason I think this might be okay against the Eidolon, we're talking about the amp now, is because the hitbox for the Eidolon is actually already like rendered into the game and stuff. Like you can actually hit the Eidolon where it's supposed to be before it actually gets out of the water, and that's how we're actually going to use this. Because look at how low the range on this amp is. That's how far it goes. That was like 3 feet in front of my face. And we also have this burst fire mode. I actually don't really like this as much as I thought I would. I might end up going back to my tier 4 prism for this. It's got good damage though. Okay, so I don't know if you could tell by now, but I really am not a huge fan of this weapon, the Exergis. I do like crit weapons more than status weapons most of the time. And this thing is just like such crit bait. Like, it has got such high base damage, and like really good slash, and all this stuff, but like it's a status weapon, like completely. It's like a similar situation to the Zylok pistol, if you guys have that, where it has like really good slash, it's got decent crit damage. Well, this thing actually has bad crit damage, but it's just like you want it to be a crit weapon so badly, or at least I do, but it's just not, and it's not a good feeling. I mean, against Corpus, like they are done. Also, I'm done. But yeah, Corpus are pretty weak. Like the whole thing about the Corpus faction is they have more damage than health, and the opposite is the case with the Grenier. They have more health than damage most of the time. So yeah, most stuff is gonna like tear through the Corpus pretty easily. So this way, gotta find that siphon too. Perfect.
Those are the Queen's braids. What are they?
Yeah, so I don't know if I'll be using this thing very much after I'm done with the video. I might end up selling the ribbon if I don't get a better roll today, to be honest. The ribbons for this thing are very expensive right now. I bought a bad one for 1,200 yesterday. So, yeah, I would definitely say it's overrated right now. Just because like things like the Tiger's Prime and the Strun Wraith exist, which I would say are overall better weapons than this. But this thing definitely has the fun factor. It kind of reminds me of a weapon that would be from like Doom, where you just like are destroying a demon, like you destroy the demon, you pump that shotgun, next demon, where is he? There he is, he's dead. I really like Doom. I'm actually really excited for Doom Eternal. But yeah, this weapon just feels like it's got a nice feel to it, but I'd say overall I'm not a huge fan, and I might end up selling the Riven. Also, this thing is kind of bad for Kuva, the 577 amp, just because it's so slow. Like, this has a delayed explosion on it. If you directly contact something with it, like if I hit my cat with the explosion, it immediately blows up. But you have to like you have to be thinking ahead to actually even do that in the first place. Almost lost the objective there. Oh, we got the cat buff, nice. I've also got some of the new operator arcanes equipped. I have Magus Lockdown on right now, where whenever I void dash, I put enemies to sleep, and then like they're gonna get a puncture proc. Yeah, see, I have a low rank of it right now, but it seems like it's actually bugged where it's like permanently putting the enemies to sleep sometimes. See, like this guy's gonna be asleep for a while. So yeah, so the new operator stuff is really cool. I just I need to fully rank it up. And we got 5,000, nice. Let's actually end the video with a roll of the Exergis Riven and see if we get anything better.
We've destroyed the Queen's Kuva siphon. We can't allow any of these to survive.
So yeah, guys, I would say like in the future this thing's gonna be like the Phantasma, where it's like still like an okay weapon, but the Rivens aren't as expensive as they currently are right now. Because they are like 1,200 for like an unrolled garbage one. That is definitely way too much. But I did want to buy one just for the video to make sure I had like something to show you guys in case you're interested in a Riven. So the thing's holding this thing back. Obviously the magazine size. The reload is pretty long for the fact that you're gonna be reloading it after every shot, and the no crit stats is honestly what kills it for me. Okay, so let's roll this thing and we're gonna call it. You can roll Rivens here, right? Yeah, you can. Okay. Exergis. Give me something good in this. That was a bad one. Okay, we can roll it twice. Perfect. Alright, so roll it twice then. Come on, damage multi. Ooh. I think that's better than what we have. Yeah, we'll take that. I mean, crit chance is awful on this thing, but I'd rather take multi-shot over plus slash. And that's bad. Okay, cool. So I'm probably just going to sell this. It's not good enough for me to keep, sadly. And I think we can get like over 1,200 for this. So yeah, you guys have a nice night, and we will be back. I'm going to be doing a Mesa Prime review, probably for the next video. The reason I have not done a Mesa Prime review yet is because my Mesa Prime has assist on her neck, and I have to wait until that's gone because I'm not doing a video with Mesa Prime with assist. But yeah, I'm really excited to do that video because Mesa Prime is awesome, guys. Spoiler alert. And she has some stuff that a lot of people aren't really talking about that I'm going to be bringing up in that video. Okay, so be on the lookout for that one. 1,000 plat giveaway soon. Only on PC, sadly. Maybe make a PC account if you are interested in entering the giveaway, because if you are Master Rank 2, I can actually trade it to you. Okay, so yeah, you guys have a nice one. Peace.